Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin chart has pushed a little bit higher, has reacted also to the micro support zone. I'm going to zoom in a minute. Overall, however, a pretty slow day, pretty slow day really. Not many things happened today. Price pushed a little higher, but we talked about that already in the last video. In the last update, we actually talked about this three-wave pattern to the upside that was developing, and that the price would need to hold $81,060 to keep the idea of a potential five-wave move to the upside as per the red scenario alive. What we can do now, we can just add another layer of waves just to highlight, look, how would it actually look like if the price was really going to move higher, if the price was really going to move towards the 94K area next. And if you're confused about, is it just a red count now or is something more bullish possible, I recommend you watch the previous video. This here is really just an analysis of the microstructure because nothing has really changed from the last video when I covered the daily chart. So just the short term here has produced some interesting price action. So a few things we talked about in the last few, let's say over the last few sessions. The first one was the pullback to the downside. Yeah, it was only a three-wave move. So that means the red scenario had a chance. It still has a chance. It's actually playing out right now. Red scenario means larger degree low formed around the 7th of April. We had a three-wave move up in a WXY structure in wave A. This here was only a B-wave pullback. And the C-wave to the upside would be unfolding right now. Now, this so far looks only like wave 1 of C, at least based on what I can see right now. This is only obviously the microstructure that's unfolding here right now. And then after wave 1 is done, we should be looking for a wave 2 pullback. If that's a corrective pullback, it sets the stage for higher prices in a third wave and so on, and then we can watch for higher prices. So this is what I would track for the red scenario, that we say, hey, we have a 1-2 setup, and then a third wave should happen afterwards. But again, it really depends on, do we get 5 waves up now? If we get 5 waves up from here, and we might be working on 5 waves, then I will add support for wave 2. The last 2 micro support zones held. I will leave this one where it is, between 76,292 and 78,877, because should the price now, without forming 5 waves up, break below micro support, it's likely we're going to test that area again. And then it can still try another rally. The levels are holding for now. So the short-term trend is up today. Rather friendly day in crypto. And what is important is obviously, do we get 5 waves up? Because the 5-wave move up would offer some clarity that a low has formed indeed here on the 10th of April. And yeah, we have wave 1, we have wave 2, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. We just need that fifth wave. And bear in mind, there's likely going to be some strong resistance, which could be broken briefly, but I think it will offer some strong resistance here around $83,792. So that would be the next objective for the bulls to break above. But if we're already in the fifth wave, assuming we might get all 5 waves, well, then this is where it could finish. And then we can, call that maybe wave 1, and then we'll see if the wave 2 pullback holds. It's not yet 5 waves up. It needs a healthy 5th wave, okay? It did form a healthy 4th wave pullback, exactly in support. But also this zone, between 81,060 and 81,576 that the price visited today, I will have to leave it on the chart because we haven't got a 5th wave yet. That means, technically speaking, this internal 4th wave could be still unfolding. If we now come down again, that will come into play again, this zone, as a pivot between, okay, we could get another high, and all right, we're already in the next larger pullback. So pretty slow price action. I did put it into one of the written updates earlier today for our members that, we're basically just chopping around in 3-wave movements up and down. We're basically really just chopping around. And that leaves us without very clear probabilities. However, if we get a 5-wave move up as shown here, it is something to watch for, and then we can track a potential 5-wave move up in that C wave. But we'll take it level by level also here on the smaller time frame. I'll keep you updated about the relevant levels, of course, but for now they are being respected. So next focus is on whether we can get that 5th wave to the upside. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.